So this 50th episode special for Skylanders Hunting is going to be kicked off with an absolute bang as I unbox not one, not two. Man, this is a massive package, what's actually in it. But yeah, not two either, not three, not four, but 5 packages. Yes, 5. Now what are inside these 5 packages? Well, a bit of a spoiler alert here. They happen to be the traps that I ordered a few episodes back, so it's about time we were given the opportunity to rip into these and find out how many traps CX sent me that were completely wrong. You know, I reckon we might get 2 or 3 traps that were correct if we're lucky. So we're going to start off this first packaging, despite the fact that I brought out my scissors, with this little tab down here instead. That was surprisingly smooth right now, so yeah, so let's open this up and find out how many traps we got wrong. But first and first, we got to toss the paper aside. So first of all, oh my gosh! Right out of the bat, we have a good start because it seems as though CX were actually competent this time around. I ordered the Tech Tiki and I actually got the Tech Tiki. So yes, I now own every single tech trap from Skylanders Trap Team now that the Tech Tiki is within my possession. So yes, very exciting to start that, but we're going to move on to the next one right here, which I believe is the Magic Rocket. It is a Magic Rocket, and for purple plastic is awfully see-through. It looks almost light-like, and that's kind of ironic because it would have been natural sunlight that would have faded away the purple to make it this kind of translucent type colour, but it actually looks really cool. Yeah, I quite like that. So far, CEX have been as competent enough to send me 2 correct traps. I guarantee that that's where the correct traps will begin and end though, because now we're going to go with the next smallest most package right here. Yeah, boom, nice and easy, just like that. So yes, what do we have in here? Ooh, we have the Air Toucan. Can't believe this one. We are currently 3 for 3 right now. This is beyond a miracle right now. CX being competent. I've never seen this before without a hint of sarcasm, nor a shadow of doubt. So yes, this once again looking very glorious. You of course have the toucan for air symbol, for translucency within the crystalline trap because it's off the air element. So yeah, very cool looking trap. Very impressed. But now we move on to the big boys. Oh, this one's been taped over several hundreds of times. I'm sure they were just doing it to be safe. And to be honest, I do the exact same thing whenever I'm shipping packages. Oh, that was a bit of a bang right there. Anyway, let's competently open this up because my competent unboxing skills are much better than CX competent getting the correct trap skills. Let's just say that much. Or maybe I'm about to be proved wrong with this here trap because this is going to be none other than, once I grab my scissors to cut the tape that is, at the very minimum I at least have the bubble wrap to mess around with, so even if I have the incorrect traps I can at least mess around with the bubble wrap for a few hours. Here's our first incorrect trap right here. This is supposed to be for Earth handstand. That is not Earth. How many tech handstands am I gonna get? That's another tech handstand. Incorrectly sent to me again. What is it with CEX and their obsession with getting rid of these things? They send me these things incorrectly several times. Come on, guys, come on. Earth. What part of that looked like an Earth trap to you? There's always one. So yeah, we're going to save the biggest for last, and next we're going to move on to this that once again has a nice little things to just rip along, and that was oddly satisfying right now. So yes, what do we have in here? Traps galore apparently, as I drop them all over the floor because it turns out that was a bottom for trap the entire time. So yeah, let's pick up all the ones that I've seen to dropped, and that seems to be all within the package right there. So we have the Air Snake. Pretty cool. Again, I like the translucency within the plastic. Then we have the water flying helmet, which once again is very translucent for the top of it. Like it's got the same problem with the Magic Rocket and the fact that the top of the trap has awfully faded over time due to light, you know, penetrating it, I could go as far to say, but at the very minimum, it is the correct trap, so I suppose that is appreciated. And then we have the Magic Totem, another correct trap that CX sent me, so yes, that's much appreciated. But now, we move on to the big boy right here, the one that you could barely see because I'm incompetent at framing. My framing is as bad as CX sending for incorrect characters. Nah, that's a lie. CX sending for incorrect characters is definitely far worse than my framing skill, or lack thereof, shall I say. And this is not nearly as satisfying because, you know, it just didn't go as smoothly. This here tab over here. Anyway, let's open that up and see what's inside. Oh my gosh! These ones came brand new. Wow. Oh my gosh. It has been so long since I have seen old school Skylanders Trap Team packaging. Wow. And the best thing about all this is that they are all correct too. The Fire Screamer, last time I checked, that is both Fire and the Screamer. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess these ones up because they even have the names of them on the back here of the tags, because there you have the Water Axe. Unfortunately, the front is just labelled as Water Trap rather than Water Axe, but still, CX were competent enough not to mess up brand new traps, because here, last but not least, we have the Air Hourglass. Wow! Well, these are awesome. I mean, they are stapled together, these packages, because they're not of the greatest, most glory, but man, just returning to these packages, this gives me such a kick of nostalgia. How awesome, you know, with the Trap Team style, you of course have in the background the colour of the elements, so you have red for fire, dark blue for water, and light blue for air, and you have of course the trap running along the top diagonally right there for age range, for logo for the game, and then as I pointed out before, the element and the mechanic that this trap represents, so to say, because for trapping and Trap Team is a mechanic as well as a figurine, I suppose. Regardless, the backs are kind of covered up by the stickers, but you can still competently enough see that they have other traps on display. The classic 1, 2, 3 and capturing a villain. And then on top of that, what else do they have that I might have missed? Well, they definitely have the element. I also like the fact that these kind of like go diagonally and come like inwards. It's rather crystalline like and cool to see. And in the back you also have of course the logo and the legal information, which is the stuff that I was missing beforehand, and a elastic band that needs removing. So yes, there's extra motivation to watch until the end. If you stay tuned until said ending, I will be double unboxing these here traps, because then not only will I have taken them out of their packaging, but I would have literally took them out of their packaging. Like I say, that's a double dose of unboxing for you. But yeah, this 50th episode special is going to flash us back to 1 year ago today, where COVID was not even within the imagination of anyone, and me and Luke checked out Lincoln for the first time and fell in love, instantly realising that this was where our future lied. So yes, we're going to flash back to that initial video where me and Luke checked out Lincoln for the first time for our 50th hunting special right here, and fear not, because there will be Skylanders hunting come. In fact, you've already seen this hunting trip from the Nothing But Skylanders Hunting compilation, so now you get to see all of the context around it. But without further ado, let's jump straight into that clip, and I will see you guys afterwards for the double unpacking of these here traps. Man, it's cool to see these in the package once more. Just picked up the last sealed copy of this game. Very exciting, especially since I only paid $12.99 for it, which is a great Black Friday deal, mind you. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm now entering Victoria Bus Station to meet up with my mate Luke, and man, do we have an exciting weekend planned, so stay tuned. He's coming, it's just a bit crowded, that's all. He's coming, he's right there, he's coming. Oh, he's coming, it's so exciting. He's got Mountain Dew, he's here, never mind. I was saying he's coming, but he's no longer coming because he's here. Check out what I just got the last copy of, by the way. Last copy. You know what last means?
Last.
Yes, exactly. It's the last one. That's exactly what last means. Are you feeling okay? You actually answered the question of mine correctly.
I'm okay, yeah.
Oh, that's good. He's okay. I have for you the most important question in the history of important questions. What do you want to eat?
Right now or for dinner?
Right now, as in right now, as in this moment right now.
If I'm honest, I fancy Greg's.
Well, let's go get a Greg's then. This place looks great with all the lights. Unfortunately, my camera is shit, and the shitty tree is in the shitting way. Oh, there's also this guy. So you ready for Knives Out, dude? 5:40.
Yep.
Just so you know, it's 5:40.
Yeah.
In case it wasn't obvious, it's 5:40. We've seen the movie. What time have we seen the movie?
5:20.
Oh, dang it! Notice yourself making edit here. We just got to see Captain America be completely immoral, totally villainous, and spouting out the word shit every 5 seconds. Best part of the movie, Dad.
Right.
Captain America playing the bad, dude. Forget Chris Evans, Captain America is a way better actor. So what did you think of the movie anyways?
Personally, I wasn't expecting the twist at the end.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice twist. Also, stop being so close to the camera, you're gonna crack it.
Very, very well shot.
Oh, absolutely.
But there's one really bad cut.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna let one edit ruin the whole film experience for me, because one thing I really love about this film, first of all, is its setting. I'm not sure of the budget on this, but it's not really got many different scenes in it, so the amount of things they were able to do in a single setting was very impressive.
And like, it starts out as like a whole Victorian thing.
Exactly, and I also love the fact that it raises a lot of tension as well.
It does.
But easily the best thing about the film is the fact that it sets up several different threads, and at the end it ties them all up. It's very satisfying to anyone who pays attention.
I was paying really good attention to it, but I never
And it
thought
felt rewarded, right? It felt rewarding even when it came to the end.
I never thought they would all link up like that.
Yeah, it was very well concluded at the end. Oh, and the acting. I think everyone's performances here were phenomenal.
And the best thing, the fake knife.
That was funny. Okay, Luke, how do you feel that I just zoomed in on William H. Brown rather than your face to save my camera from your ugliness?
I feel honoured.
Oh no, it's back again.
Look, it's broken.
Oh great. Chicken. So I picked a spot underneath the stairs right here so that then Luke didn't need to walk up those stairs. What can I say? Except you're welcome. That was deserving of a very hearty handshake right there. Also, no doubt you're wondering why the heck there's a shoebox there. Got new trainers, and that would also explain why Luke got a new hoodie since the last few previous shots of him.
Yes.
Continuity, right? Exactly. He has taken a shot of that beautiful shot. What a beautiful shot that shot is. That's a good shot. Did I mention that was a good shot, Luke? Because man, that shot, it was good.
It hasn't overexposed any of it.
Oh, that is truly brilliant, my friend. But yes, this is very beautiful. It's nice that the darkness brings out the most beautiful part of Nottingham. It's as they say, the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. Now that's ugly. Why would you ruin this brightful, darkly lit night? By the way, I just referenced Bumblebee. What an epic reference. On our way to Kirkby as we speak on this expensive ass bus. Yeah, had a good day so far?
Yes, have you?
Oh, absolutely I have. And by the way, guys, I can't believe it either. He actually has hair. It's amazing. He actually has some influence.
I know, right?
If you guys have noticed an improvement in his charisma, that hair is why. Nothing goes over your head, dude. Your hair is too sexy, it catches it. Like mine. So me and Luke just did a little bit of home renovation, you know, because we moved around some stuff at the little humble abode right here. Because the sofa used to be over there. But this took blood, sweat and tears to achieve this, fellas.
Literal pain. My toe is now blues black.
And not to mention, it's incredibly ugly, but I don't blame it. It is an extension of you after all.
I know, right? Oh.
Porto, everyone alike for Luke's Porto. I've realised that this is wrong toe, isn't it?
No, it's not. It is that one.
Oh, never mind. I got it right. Woohoo!
She's like, ow, 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 I hate it. That looks so painful. Oh God, it was. I was on the floor.
You know it's painful when he uses the word God.
I was on the floor in pain, punching the floor like, ah!
He was.
No, that was...
Now, if you can excuse me, I'm going to go and crash on this sofa that I had to push alone when this guy stupidly hurt his toe. Oh, I'm enjoying these new trainers.
Early the next morning.
As I've seen somewhat told from the background, we're still Luke's house, but that's about to change. So it's almost 9 AM and we're both at Nottingham, which is very interesting for both of us because we've never been here this early before. And it's very, very icy out and there's lights above us. There's a lot more several ands here, but I'm going to shy away from such a repeated, shall we say, word.
Yep.
It's basically repeated everywhere, but hopefully those lights will be on later on once we come back. But for now, we have a Mackey's breakfast to look forward to. As you guys can tell, we're now at the train station. That right there is our very train, so we better hurry things along right here. But regardless, this is where the exciting part of the video kicks in, because we are going to Lincoln, my friends.
Yes, we're going to Lincoln.
You're excited?
I am excited.
He's very excited.
So, as you've just seen, the B-roll clips. Now we are going down to that train down there.
I literally just said that. He's copying me. And he's filming too. Filmception and everything. I told you this guy's an absolute copycat of me. It's the train life for us. You're so underexposed, dude, but I couldn't care less. Give me the best Don Duck impersonation you can do. That was actually pretty good. And my hand is way too close to your nostril right now. Ooh, and another train too. Couldn't possibly fault this scene right here, dude. This is what I would call a 10 out of 10 scene right there. No. 10 out of 10 scene, 10 out of 10 scene of basic nothingness. That hurt. What did my OK sign ever do to you? Huh? Huh? So we're currently in at Newark, and apparently Luke has been here before, so what's it like?
Not the most entertaining place, if I'm honest.
Fair enough, that's why we're not getting off here. We're getting off at the much superior stop, Lincoln, as you can tell from the sign up there. Oh, an awesome angle right here. You can see the secondary railroad, which of course would go towards Nottingham as we're going away from it. That's the train that you would have saw just go by in the previous clip, actually. It would be heading toward Nottingham, mind you. Oh man, it is cold, but this is the first time we've seen of Lincoln right here. It's looking pretty cool so far, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. What's your first impressions?
Looks pretty cool as well.
Could you imagine living here?
No.
Well, that's what we've got to be thinking about over the course of this next day, mind you. But yeah, we're going to be heading towards the university, which is somewhere around that way. And let's also feel sorry for this guy. One, pray for this guy for one like in the comment section below, since he doesn't have a hat or gloves. He doesn't have that kind of luxury like I do. Yeah, look at that. Poor fella. As you can tell from the loud noises, I'm pretty sure a train is about to come past, so hopefully it'll be at high speeds because that's all the more thrilling. And what's very important for Luke is that there's a Greggs right off the bat, so that's very great. He's satisfied, as you can tell from the pointinginess. Don't you know it's rude to point? He has no comeback because he knows how rude it is.
I'm gonna recycle it.
Ooh, pigeon! Pigeon. Anyway, I should probably focus on the train now, just in case I wind up missing it. How ironic would that be? For one moment, my camera isn't pointed here, so one moment I missed the train. But that's the church you saw earlier, by the way, guys. Covered up by the trees a little bit. Oh man, it's not even that quick, like, it's just moving. That's it. No speed, just moving. So there's the train that we just waited 2 minutes for those of you that wanted to see it. And if that was you, you're welcome. Green man, you better go. Okay, so they got their cycling lanes right down the side of the road. I like that already. And the whole place just looks very scenic and very cool. You have a great central library house, I believe that says, right next to the channel or the canal. The canal even.
Canal.
Yeah, I cannot pronounce shit today. But yeah, this is for university, so it's looking epic with all of that scenery in the background. And better yet, the important thing is around here, the cinema. The Odeon is directly over there. It's brilliant. So that's the railway again. We're right over the canal, which I pronounced correctly this time. There's a duck, which is a pretty epic way to start things off. And the Odeon, once again.
The Odeon's like right there.
Exactly. Right at the front and centre of that epic background shot right there.
That is convenient.
Exactly. Convenient to say the least.
Oh
What a fancy bridge, eh, dude?
Very fancy, yeah.
Yeah, the train station, the railway is right below us. You can't see it because, you know, that's how solid ground works. How are you liking me so far?
I think it's great.
I think that too. Oh man, the sun just blinded me right there. There is a Maccadees over there. Unfortunately, the lighting is pretty terrible, so you can't see it all that well. But believe me, it's there. How excited are you to get food?
Very excited.
How can you not be? It's food.
I'm hungry.
So we had a Mackey's breakfast and now we're having Mackey's lunch. You don't get any more perfect than that. Just saying. I'm sorry the sun is behind this thingy. That's what you're just going to have to deal with because unfortunately I cannot control the sun. But yeah, this is actually a really cool architectural piece from the WM Foster & Co. Limited Engineers. But what does it celebrate? The very fact that Lincoln was the birthplace for the tank, Luke. How exciting.
I knew that.
So all of those buildings once again are the university, but this one's got the logo on the side of it looking very impressive like. Oh yeah.
Okay.
What was that like?
What was that? Oh yeah.
It was very talented. Oh yeah, that's what it was.
You're not Wario.
Well, too bad I am now. Anyway, there's Pizza Hut right there. That's also very good. You know, the very fact that we got a McDonald's right next to a Pizza Hut, very promising. We are basically back where we started, getting that out of you. You're welcome, guys. I am trying my hardest in desperate acts to keep this camera away from facing this dude. Ah! And we're going to head in this general direction, actually. Because what happened is that whilst we started here, we effectively went all the way round. This, my friends, is a nice shot, especially when you take the Odeon and look at his reflection of the water right there.
Look at this shot. There's the cathedral.
Like he said.
Where we're going to short.
Okay, I'm going to walk in front of this camera of his right now. I was right there for a moment.
I cut it off.
Ah, man, he cut it off. So lame. We had seagulls over there having the time of their lives. And there's a walk down here when I about dropped my phone down there, you twat.
I mean, to big time.
There's a walkway down there. Here they are up close, all of their seagulls in their glorious glory. Time for us to continue with the video right here. But anyway, what's really cool about all this right here is not the pigeons that you can see right in front of you, as my McDonald's cup is cleverly pointing to, is actually the little artwork back there. Look at that artwork, it's so impressive.
That's impressive.
Nah, mate, I'd way rather look at that artwork right there. Forget that, man. That's way cooler. Yeah, it's old, so what? You're also old.
This was great.
Don't make you cool.
Old architecture is amazing.
Yeah, okay, fine. And so the canal continues. We seem to have some sort of old gateway we're going into, which, as we've already established with Luke, if it's old, it automatically makes it good. Man, that looks cool. Okay, this place might be great for a Amiibo, but it also has a Skylanders display up, so that's fan-freaking-tastic. Look at that. Before we rush off, let's just hold the frame right there and observe the magnificent Skylanders before you. They have such a varied cast of characters, with some rarer variants amongst the crowd, such as, you know, legendary Hourglass right there, but on top of that, they also have Deja Vu, Free Ranger, legendary Free Ranger, Big Bubble Pop Fizz for Reef Ripper, another Free Ranger, and then they also have Kickoff Countdown, which ties back to the rarer side of the variants, and then there's also, of course, Food Fight back there, and a bunch of Swap Force characters hiding right behind Kingpin, one of the most common since he was in the starter pack, which means he was mass-produced alongside all of those starter packs, which were also mass-produced. But regardless, our final character to look at right here is Deja Vu. If you're feeling a sense of Deja Vu, that was all intentional right now. As you guys could tell, we was just in CX and I picked myself up a Meta Knight Amiibo. He's looking awesome. Especially when his face replaces yours. That's what makes him so awesome, you know? Anyway, it would appear that within the few minutes we were in there, the UK weather managed to change drastically and it rained for a few minutes. That's just UK for you. Enjoy your filming. And I'm going to enjoy filming his back because that's the best part of him. Because it doesn't involve his face, in case that was obvious already. We're now heading to the cathedral right here. I'm trying not to overrule Luke's filming right now, but anyway. We were warned about this at our open day at Lincoln, about how this is called the steep hill. And it's with good reason. Man, is it steep. But I love the whole cobblestone road and the whole old architecture. Old is good, remember? Moral of the day, old is good. If this thing takes old to a whole new level, and that also means it's on its own tier of awesomeness, it's over 1,000 years old. Luke, that's even older than you, and that's really saying something. Exactly. Well, almost. It is basically the same thing, and it's also a giant wall over there as well, but wall by way, that looks very sick as well. So first of all, this thing is in pristine condition, considering just how old it is, but second of all, this thing is tall, like 83 meters tall. Look at how tall Luke is in comparison to that.
Yeah, you go back where I was.
Yeah, you're about like... So if we do the maths in this situation, Luke, you're almost 2 meters, so we're just going to round it up.
Yeah.
It means that that thing is about the same as 46 of you stacked on top of one another.
1 meters taller.
Very, very impressive. I'm glad we came here, to say the least.
Good.
Here we have the insides of the cathedral with a nice Dutch tilt just for style and a nice unfriendly film camera. Thank you for nothing, you useless light. You guys haven't seen nothing yet. Prepare to be amazed. Just look at this place. As Luke put beforehand, this is the most beautiful cathedral he's ever seen, and I concur with that statement. This place is incredible. And those lights, however, they are for more film friendly. Yet another nice room in here with a stained glass window up there for all God almighty chair. That's a chair fit for me, I reckon, Luke. And of course the candlelight. Looking epic. Along with the rest of it. I'm going to be honest, it's very nice to just stand here and have my hands even right next to the flames created from the candles, because believe me, the warm contrast from this to the contrast of the cold outside is amazing on the good old senses. The huge ornamental that's currently being played is amazing. They keep on tempering with the lights for the sake of mood lighting, as I like calling it. And of course, there's more stained glass windows. This place is practically perfect. And if Luke could make this his third home, he absolutely would. And by third home, I meant main home, obviously. He would happily live here. As you can tell, the lighting has changed drastically. But now we get the fun part, Luke. We get to go down the steep hill.
And the car.
Cool. That's all I can say to that, really. Michael Gate? Oh my gosh, I know someone named Michael. It's just this gate. But regardless, I wanted to show you here in a gorgeous shot. So, the place is a little misty. You have some nice, awesome bells on the background to add more further atmosphere to this shot. But what's so amazing here is that the Odeon, which I've put so much emphasis on, you can now see the very back of it back there. As you can tell from a giant Odeon sign's house, can you tell now, right? Luke, do you think that door is short enough? I didn't put this glove on because it's so much easier to record that way.
Can't fit.
Yeah, I think, Luke, me and you would have to literally be crawling through that.
We would. Ow.
And now his head hurts. How dare you hurt my friend's head, you monster. So as you can tell, Lincoln now have their lights on, which are very good in all of their beauty, as well as a crescent moon overhanging in the sky up there. It's very cool to see such beauty in the sky tonight. So I said that slowly so people could get it. Did you get it?
I did.
Oh, we actually got it. I'm shocked. Yeah, when it comes to lights, you ain't seen nothing yet because that thing looks gorgeous. That thing, however, not so much. So let's be heading towards the train station still, in this general direction. And I'm going to continue to push you, by the way. That's not going to end anytime soon. Just like that, we have returned back to the Lincoln train station to head on back to Nottingham. Or shall we say, nothing in the ham. Oh yeah. You know, it's awesome when we're synchronized. Well, we're currently back at Nottingham station right now, with it being very, very dark out. How did you enjoy Lincoln as a whole?
Great, honestly.
Yeah, it was very good. We can definitely see ourselves going there in the future. But regardless, my phone is now at 5%, so this is likely where today's portion of the video is going to end. So this whole time, I know this is the same house, but it's clearly just like the other times we've been in this house, any old house, because there's no way this is Luke's house, because there's no way Luke owns a house by himself. Just can't possibly be true, you know, so that's why we've been in just any old house the whole time. Yeah. How much sense did that make? Did that make little sense?
No.
Oh, it did make sense. I was surprised. I thought it made very little sense.
I said no.
Yeah, you said no. It didn't make little sense. So therefore, it made a lot of sense. And that does make sense.
I think we're too tired for censors. But anyway, I'm going to end off the clip right here.
So now with that stroll through memory lane all said and done with, we're now going to return to unboxing these traps as I promised during the initial few minutes of the hunting episode. And so naturally we can see them laid out in all of their glorious glory before you, alongside my chase variants in the back, as well as the Blu-rays that I got 2 episodes back, which I completely forgot to showcase during the episode. So you instead get to see that Blu-ray haul before you now. And then we also have, of course, all of the other traps that sent me. And in my haste and excitement from opening up all of these traps, I didn't even realise that this was also the wrong item, because I ordered a life snake rather than an air snake. So yes, the tech handstand was not the only thing that CX messed up, and now I've got to mess myself up by dropping that there package. But without further ado, let's open these up. They're going to be nice and easy with one hand, but at least with this being for rear camera focusing in on these, we can get to see the packaging in so much more glorious detail thanks to the utilization of that pole focus right there. So yes, we can see the water trap up close, little glare from my light behind me. Then there's also the logo, the of course age rating of the game, and this, which I haven't seen for a while, of course, the little trap detail on the top left of the packaging right there. And on the back we of course have the typical 1, 2, 3 for the villain stance, for games they work with, which is just Trap Team, unfortunately. And yeah, when it comes to the packaging for the water axe right here, that is about it. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of a damage on the package there, so that's just going to make it all more satisfying to rip open, because as you can tell, the only thing holding it to the back right now are those staples. So let's just say they are very much about to be destroyed by the might of my one hand right now. Or at least I'm going to attempt to do such a thing, mind you. Ah, there you go, you see. This is so much more easy with 2 hands, I'm not going to lie to all of you. But yeah, there you go. With my one-handed skill, I've managed to literally, single-handedly unbox the trap right there, although I seem to have cut myself on it because the axe is just that sharp. But yeah, I'm loving the detail on this. You can even see the cute little damages on the axe from where, of course, it would have been used. Just such a sheer amount of detail right there from those sharpens. And then even the handle has its own battle damage to call its own. And then the plastic itself is ever so slightly see-through, even to give that ultimate Traptanium look. And then we of course have the logo of the rest of the trap, looking so glorious to say the least. Like, seriously, more could be said, but it's not, which is why the least is being said all the same. But let's get that packaging out of the way to move on to the Air Hourglass, which has a very similar packaging style to that of the original one that we just opened, though the shade of blue is much lighter in the background here. But really, that's the only major difference. That, and also we have all of the traps laid out before us, all of the different sculpts we can find for different elements even. I don't think the back of the previous one had that, and if it did, I completely missed it. Yes, it did indeed not even feature that, though my headphones did seem to trap themselves on the packaging right there. Trap, get it? Because it's a trap, but enough of my silly old puns. Let's open up the Air Hourglass and hope for a much more smooth experience than that of the last one. There you go. Gotta be careful not to hurt myself in them staples right there. Would not recommend doing this one-handed at home, but regardless, just like that, I suppose, I have somewhat unboxed these things. Come on out, little air trap, you've got this. Sure, it's a good thing I don't want to salvage this packaging, because believe me, that is not salvageable. So yes, here we have indeed the Air Hourglass, and man does it look cool. It's not quite as see-through as the lighter blue shade from the water trap, but you can still see, like, even the little coding embedded in the trap right there. And of course the elemental symbol, if my camera wants to maintain its focus, that is. you know, for silver with a black lining from there. It just looks so cool all the same, and it's going to go amongst the rest of the crowd right here, because hey, the air token was the trap that I ordered, so at least they sent that correctly, mind you. They were somewhat competent. But now we move on to the final one, for Fire Screamer. Come on, buddy, come on out. I know you want to. It actually doesn't want to, apparently. Suppose I was wrong. Yeah, go on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's go, buddy. Well, you guys have had one valuable learning experience from this, and you've learned what not to do when you're trying to unbox these things one-handed. Right, there you go. Okay, let's get that completely out of the way. And then we can move on to the fire trap itself. Just simply push it out. Boom, baby. And get that packaging out of the way, man. So, we also have to put our finger in front of the camera. That's also an element of what not to do. Element, get it? Because it's a trap of a fire element, the best element that Skylanders has to offer. Yeah, those puns, they're never going to come to an end. Like, ever. But yeah, here we have Fire Screamer and all of its lack of focusing glory. Man, it looks just as cool as the others. I love the red plastic to it too. You know, it's a great embodiment of the fire element and all. But yeah, clearly my focusing is implying the fact that I should put them alongside the rest of the trap haul and call it a day. For this video. As a quick little update upon the giveaway, I've managed to successfully ship it off to Judas, so enough congratulations to him for winning said giveaway. But that's going to do it for this here Skylanders Hunting episode. I sure hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to smash that like button. Man, it's been a while since I've said that, and it's awfully cringy, so I'll try my hardest not to do it again. But hey, I'm not going to make promises that I cannot keep. But regardless, I will be seeing you in the next episode, but until that moment arises, peace.